I'm singing a song in my head that is titled Pisces. Magic is your name, and it even goes beyond imagination. Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising to your second half of June 2018 report. Even though it's technically the last week of June. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. And Pisces, you are the water element itself. What does that mean? If you watch any of the other videos on the channel about each of the signs for the second half of June, I've been talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is an amazing show that you should definitely go watch. And Pisces, you would really enjoy it. It's essentially, it talks about, a character named Aang, who is someone called the Avatar. And in this world, this fantasy world, the Avatar is someone who has the ability to control all four elements of fire, earth, air, and water. And within this place, people are able to control these elements, literally actually be able to move the elements themselves in various ways, and it helps them in various tasks in their world. And the Avatar is meant to be a peacekeeper. That's why they are able to use all of the elements, because they're able to mediate between the nations. Because each of the nations have the ability to control different elements. People within them have the ability to do that. I believe that we are all the Avatar. That we all can control all of the elements, even though we have certain predispositions towards different elements based off of what's in our chart, based off of who we are, as far as these the planets and stuff like that. But we all are the Avatar because we all have 12 houses, which means we have energies of all the signs. Even if maybe you don't have, say, Leo energy or Virgo energy, but even you still have those energies because it's in your chart. They might just have to be activated by a transiting planet, or you can bend that element through that house if you have something in, say, Sagittarius or Aries, if you don't have anything in Leo. I'll explain that in a later video. But Pisces, you represent the water element itself. You are water. It's interesting because, I'm a little jealous of you, even though I'm a Pisces moon, because Pisces, you're so freaking magical. Literally, magic just follows you. If you were to, if they invented goggles that gave everyone the ability to see what Pisces sees, or give everyone the ability to see what happens when a Pisces enters the room, you immediately will see unicorns, dragons, elves, gnomes, fairies, just wisps, all kinds of interesting things, aliens. You will see all of this stuff. That's the reality that Pisces just lives in, because you are the water element. So the spirit world just naturally responds to you. This is what makes your dreams so amazing and crazy and prophetic, because in your dreams, things will literally just respond to you. You probably have a communication with all these different celestial beings through your dream world. It kind of can make things interesting and weird for you, because not everyone's going to necessarily understand. Because since you are the water element itself, because you are mutable, so Virgo might kind of understand you, because Virgo's on that axis of mutable earth. So Virgo's like, well, you have to, yes, while Virgo does rule fairies and gnomes and all that stuff, because they do exist, they exist on a alternate earth, so to speak. So they kind of get where you're coming from. Gemini kind of gets where you're coming from, but Gemini is a little jealous of you. And Sagittarius, you kind of go back and forth with Sagittarius between who's the most powerful, or who's the most magical, I would say. But yeah, Pisces, you are the water element itself. And this is not to say that you can't bend water, because you absolutely can. And it's even kind of interesting with you compared to the other mutable signs, whereas it's not. And it's interesting because in many ways, mutable signs and fixed signs can kind of fight between who is the better at bending the element, whereas the cardinal signs are just naturally good at it. Mutable signs, like Pisces and Scorpio, as far as who can bend water the best, it's hard to really say, and you can't really slouch on Cancer either. Now, I know I'm going off the deep end with this. I know this is very fantasy, imaginative. Fortunately, you're Pisces, so I can talk to you like this. Even if you are a rather logical Pisces, I can still talk to you like this because you'll probably have a dream tonight where you're waterbending. So that's the cool thing about this. In fact, if you haven't seen the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, I highly encourage you to go check it out. It's an incredible show. And it's just, it's funny. It has spiritual lessons and stuff like that in there. But the cool thing about it is that the character Aang, I believe that if he had a chart, if I had to give him a chart, if I had to say that he was certain things, I would say that he was a Libra Sun with a Gemini rising. This actually gives him a Pisces midhaven, which is kind of perfect because as far as for him, what his career was to kind of do this spiritual work and the spiritual tasks and kind of be a spiritual leader within that world. So I think it's very interesting, Pisces, that I believe that you are the water element itself, and how water just responds to you, emotions just kind of respond to you. It kind of makes you a bit of a sponge for this information. It's probably what makes you very, very empathic. Whereas Scorpio has the ability to put up a wall to emotions, even though they are rather emotional, but they are very secretive, and they put up barriers. So it's like they already feel deeply, so they don't really need to just be a complete sponge like you. In Cancer, emotion can be thrown at them, but they know how to redirect it, or they know how to direct emotion in general. Pisces, you just kind of sponge it all up. You just kind of take it all in, and then you have to kind of find yourself within that watery portal, within that. Since you know how to swim, but sometimes you even can drown. And it's kind of interesting that I say that, but sometimes Pisces you can drown. This is why Pisces also rules jails and asylums. It's because even though you just feel all of this information and all this energy, and you just feel everything, sometimes you can get lost in it. But the cool thing is that if you follow the flow and you tap into your waterbending abilities, you will find yourself manifesting magic every step of the way. Let's get into the cards, shall we? That card seems to want to come out. Whoo! Wow! Look at this. Miracles! Amazing. I love that. Expect the wondrous to emerge. This is actually perfect. This is kind of like your vibration. It's like it's kind of split between you and Sagittarius, the vibration of miracles. But this really is amazing, especially now that the sun's going to be trining your. Now that the sun's trining your energy because the sun is in Cancer. But yes, expect the wondrous to emerge. Expect magic. Expect the best. Expect beautiful things to emerge. Expect miracles. And here's the one cool thing about this. You can witness a miracle every single day. Especially if you're watching this video, then more than likely you have access to this. Every single day, go look in a mirror and smile. You have just experienced a miracle. Magic is your name, and it even goes beyond imagination. Thank you so much for joining me on this video, Pisces. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to the AquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.